These videos are getting a little bit out of control, but that's okay. I got nothing else better to do. Just on the news today, the big battle in St. John. Gerry Lowe, visa, what's his name? Barry Ogden, is it? Ogden or whatever. Anyway, Gerry Lowe won the election by 10 votes. Okay, that happens. In the democratic system, some people wins a nomination meeting by 1 vote. That's the way it is, you know. You vote and you'll hope that everybody shows up at the voting booth and you campaign hard, and then you gather together around the television and then you watch and you move on. In the case here, see, when a candidate loses a close race, usually what they do to get inside the place behind me, usually they take a break, about 6 months or whatever, and then they slowly work on the street and goes to meetings, goes to community events, and try better the next time. That's how politics works. Now, in the case of St. John, Barry Ogden decided he wasn't satisfied by 10 votes, so he decided to bring the issue to the courts. All right, to the courts. This has been going on, I say, close to 10 months. So, you go to the courts, the first thing you do is get a lawyer. So, they battle, and at the end, there was some error that were made. And election New Brunswick, yeah, that's what they said, and they acknowledged there was some error. And Barry Ogden told the media that his lawyer made a good presentation for final argument. They spoke for 3 hours. And, you know, they come up with some good points. And the other side did also. It'll be up to a judge to decide. And there's no goddamn way that a judge is going to call a new election, a new by-election in St. John Harbor. That's not going to happen. The judge is going to say, okay, election New Brunswick there's some issues they did wrong, and hopefully they learned by their lesson. And even though the issue that was brought up is not sure it would have favored any party, hey, maybe it would have favored the NDP or an independent, who knows. So therefore, I hope election New Brunswick have learned by their mistake, move on. Now, my question is this: who's paying for Barry Ogden lawyer anyway? Is it the Conservative Party that's paying for all this? We're talking about a lot of money. Or is this like a gambling habit? Once you start, you're in so big, you can't get out. You have to continue on till the end. So that's my verdict. The judge is going to dismiss this totally. And my question is this: who's paying for all this? It must cost a fortune. They should have just left well enough alone. Take your time to go inside that building behind me and move on. But in the case here, that's not what happened. But very strange, very strange.